fall short.
Thank you. Just as a matter of information, the board is meeting on the 14th, the 28th, and the 5th of October, which is town meeting. And I suspect that we will be wrestling with budget issues right down to the wire. Okay? All right, let's move on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have a Class 1 license, Premium Power Corp., 87 Concord Street. Is there a representative from Premium Power Corp. Here this evening? No. Apologize for keeping you waiting, but we had an important matter. Name and address, and
My name is Tina Colello. I live at 31 Sugarcane Lane in North Andover, Mass. And my husband is CEO of Premium Power at 87 Concord Street. We're applying for a Class 1, I believe it's Class 1 dealer permit. What we do is we make batteries, high-tech batteries. And one of our products is putting massive batteries complete with the whole system, cooling and everything else. We buy brand new trailers, we install these systems on the trailers, and we sell it to a customer. Usually it's an energy utility customer. We have two facilities. We have one facility here in North Reading, and then we have another facility in Billerica. Most of the assembly and installation happens in North Reading. Some of the testing occurs in North Reading as well, but then the last part of the testing happens in Billerica. So what we need is a license plate to put on these trailers, because we have about 6 sitting on in our parking lot right now, and we're getting actually a lot of business. So we intend to and hope that we're going to be buying a lot more trailers and installing a lot more systems. So when I went to the RMV originally, they said that we were a repairer. And I went in and applied and submitted paperwork for a repairer license. And then when they called back and said the state police were coming to check out the premises, and I said, well, we don't have a repairer license or a permit. And they said, that's because you're not a repairer, you're a dealer. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I went through this round again with the R&D, and they said, now you need to get a dealer permit from the town of North Reading to have these plates to put on our trailers to just transport from North Reading to Billerica, perhaps from Billerica back to North Reading. But the intent is to just have a way to get our trailers from one of our manufacturing sites to the next one.
I thought after reading the request it was pretty clear, and clearly we welcome your business into North Reading. Mr. O'Leary.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall, there is when you issue these types of licenses, there's a potential that it can go with the property. In other words,
Doesn't go with the corporation, it goes with the
Don't we
property.
annually renew the license?
we renew them, but, and again, I'm not sure if we're capped too. We may be capped, maybe by bylaw, do we cap the number of, I know we did the number of used car licenses, and as they expire, we're not gonna put any more out. But, I just need a little more information on the
Is that a
Class 1 license.
question?
Yeah,
Greg,
it's
do you
more of
have
a question. I
any
don't know if you'll have the answer either, because I just took a chance to look at this, but,
Steve Allen acknowledges
yeah.
the cap on new licenses.
And then the other thing is that Class 1 license allows them to buy and sell new and used vehicles. Not just the trailers, but new and used vehicles. So potentially, do we want an automobile dealership? Where are you on Concord Street? What time?
We're just before the entrance to 93. Let's see, we're right next to the, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a complete blank now. Right before the office park, as you're heading to 93, we're on the right-hand side.
Across from Pterodine, right?
Yeah, kind of across the Pterodine, yeah, it's the same
you're
building, the Moffett, I think they do lawn mowers and lawn equipment kind of repair and dealer.
So you're just beyond the Sullivan Tire, just beyond this?
Just past
Just past
Sullivan
Sullivan Tire and.
On that same side.
Center,
Yeah, on
center,
the same side as
center
the-
trucking and
what is it, Dyer Sales? or
Dyer
something?
Sales.
Mm.
Yeah, just after that.
I just wanna be sure that there's no other ramifications in issuing a Class 1 license for the site. That's all, I don't know if it's zoned properly for it. That's the other thing, you're probably gonna have to go through.
We've already gone through the fire chief came and inspected the property
Right.
and gave us the proper permit to do what we do. We're applying for 3 plates through the RMB, so it's not like we're not, it's not like we're, I'll kill my husband, he's right on the cars.
No, I know Bobcat of
CPC
Boston
just
has
signed
it.
it, didn't
They
indicate
didn't say
anything, they didn't, it's just signed by CPC.
That's another issue, they didn't say anything.
Nope, no concerns. You have the report of the department, so no concerns, no.
There's a comment. Nothing.
Now, typically, your zoning enforcement officer, which is your building inspector, would make that determination. So if there was a zoning conflict, it would be included in their report.
Jeff, you had a question?
You said it was 3 licenses license plates that you're looking to secure. The transflow system is what again, just quickly? What are you doing? You're modifying the trailers, correct? Is that,
Well, we're buying brand new trailers.
Right.
We buy these trailers out in the Midwest, in Idaho.
yeah, I'm familiar with the company. I'm familiar with the company.
Yeah, oh, well, good. Anyways, so we buy these brand new trailers. This is one of our products. We have a few different products, but this is one of them, and it's actually the one that seems to be taking the most interest. But, so we buy brand new trailers, we install the batteries that we make on the premises, and with the batteries are the cooling systems and the electronics and everything else that are installed on the trailers.
So you're making a reefer trailer? Is that,
What's that?
you're making a reefer trailer? A refrigerated trailer?
No,
No,
no, no, no.
Jeff,
It's a
it's
cooling
a-
system for the batteries.
Okay, gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
No, she said air conditioning, that's what I mean.
It's an electrical storage facility that I imagine
Right.
is purchased by power companies and maybe in
Duke
the
Energy
solar
is
and
North
wind
Carolina just bought
area.
a bunch of our
Okay.
The
trailers.
storage, store power and then distribute.
Okay, and these are just to transport the trailers between North Reading and your other facility?
Correct.
Okay, and then when they're finished, the purchaser is responsible for getting
Right,
their...
'cause what we did, we just delivered 2 trailers to Duke
Right.
Energy down in North Carolina, and we didn't have the wherewithal to get this all together, but before the trailers were actually completed. So we had to go down to the registry of motor vehicle and actually pay the taxes on the trailers and do the whole thing, so that that plate that we put on the trailer was specific to that trailer.
Ah.
It went all the way down to North Carolina, the plates will come back when it goes through, but, that's,
Right.
the intent isn't to do that every time, because it's thousands of dollars to lay out just for the.
How do you transport them now, to and from, or should we know?
It's a tractor.
No, how do you get them from North Reading to Bill Ricker and back and forth?
We just did it recently with the trailer. This is brand, we've just finished the first
So
couple of
the only way that you
trailers.
can avoid basically titling them, paying the sales tax on them,
Yeah.
is to become a dealer.
Which gets passed to the customer, and so when the customer buys our whole system, they're paying the taxes on the trailer as well as buying the whole system and registering the trailer and so on.
And the trailers come up to you with dealer plates on them? Is that how the company transfer, or they call them?
I
On a
don't
flatbed.
know. I haven't yet
See,
seen
they're
a
a
trailer
dealership,
delivered.
the
Right.
manufacturer has a dealership license.
Yeah,
They can
gotcha.
transport them.
Yeah.
They can transport. What's happening here is they're the middle,
Yeah.
the middle person here, and what they're looking to do is avoid the registering, titling, and paying the sales tax on it so that they can,
Makes sense.
Right.
I don't understand your concern.
This provides an opportunity, again, they're in this line of work right now, but again, they say they want 3 plates. They can go get 23 plates, they can go get 43 plates, or they can, if they were to vacate the premises, theoretically, a car dealership, a Class 1 car.
So we don't issue the license next year.
No, because you've already issued a license for that premises, and it's already a permitted use, maybe, and that you would have a difficult time proving otherwise. I'm just,
Can
maybe
you tie it just to this corporation at this location and get this ownership?
I'm sorry?
tie it to this
I
corporation?
don't think that stands up, but,
You know,
You
I
would charge
think you're
people.
stretching things, Steve, here.
could be, but just, again, I'd like to see more things happen on Concord Street than, what we currently have out there, and what potentially we maybe open ourselves up to. And again, I feel for them as far as having to pay the sales tax of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and registering, the trailers, but they are passing it on to Duke's Power down in North Carolina.
I don't get it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Steve.
That's okay.
Well, let me ask this. Do you have any more transports within the next 2 or 3 weeks? That you anticipate?
Probably a little longer, probably like a month, month and a half. At which point, we'll probably have to go to the registry and do this whole thing over again because
If we delay this until the 14th, making a decision, Steve, and we could research the issue that you're concerned about, not going to harm you,
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
you don't anticipate having any...
What is it that you need an answer to?
there's something that sticks in my mind in relation to these automobile licenses, in relation to, what the town, rights, once you issue them, whether you can just revoke them or, does it go with the premises, does it just go with the,
Why, why do we bother renewing them every year
oh,
then?
there's
I mean,
a
it
whole
doesn't
host,
make sense.
there's a whole host, it's like the liquor licenses, once you issue it, you can't take it back without good cause, and that good cause is
Well,
very
that could be
difficult
like-
for the town to prove, it's a very,
The good cause could be if they sold the business or they,
but anyway,
someone else moved in to do something. If that's your concern, I don't see that being a problem.
that's fine, then go ahead. But again, it's nothing against the business
Well,
they're doing, I'm glad they're doing, that's
Delaying
fine.
it, if you, delaying it so you get an absolute answer on your concern until the 14th isn't gonna impact their problem.
Is that true? It won't impact you in the next 2 weeks?
I'm not sure, I don't think so. I'm not sure. We do have a trailer that's, the system is just about in, but it could, we say, oh, it'll be out in another week, but, there's always something that happens. But, it certainly is imminent that the next trailer is going out, so.
Right, you have
No, I just, one item that I recalled was, not too long ago, the Subaru dealership coming in to reapply for the Class 1 license that was held by the Honda Barn. And you'll recall the board did have an opportunity to approve that license, for that premises, so it was not an automatic approval, it did require action.
Was that a transfer? What do you like?
Yes.
It was a transfer?
Yes.
Correct. The transfer.
Mhm.